The reason that I wanted to talk about now's not a good time, maybe later, hey Grace, is because that was me. I thought about being a stylist for 9 months before I jumped in. So, it was like summer of 2009. I just had my second daughter. So I had a 3-year-old, actually she was 2.5 at the time, and then I had a newborn. And I was a former counselor, staying home with my kids, but I was going a little stir crazy. I was like, I need to find something to do. And Stella Dot kind of came my way. I found it online and I thought, this seems really cool, but I thought of some of the other excuses. I'm not a salesperson. I don't know who I would sell to. All the things that we think. I was very fearful. I was very scared. I didn't realize at the time, but I was fearful. So I thought, this sounds good, but maybe later. Now's not a good time. And I'm not going to lie. I Googled Jessica Herron, who is our CEO, quite a bit. I read up on her. I always check the website for the new products. Stella Dot wasn't out there as much as it is right now, so I had to do some digging. But I stayed abreast on what was going on with this company because I had this feeling deep down in my gut that I think this is something different. I think this is something that's going to be for me, but I wasn't letting myself follow that instinct. I had all the thoughts and all the fears running through my head. I'm too busy. I'm new here. I don't know who I would sell to. I've never done sales. I am not a salesperson. I do not want to be that crazy jewelry lady, right? Have you thought that? If you've thought that before, if you're a guest or you're a stylist that have thought that, give me a emoji, hand raising emoji lady, or give me or give me a yeah, girl, me too, girl, I get it. Because many of us thought of all those things, yes, right? And what I realize now is that's fear guiding us. Fear has a place in our everyday life. We get scared to try new things, and that's okay. It is normal. It is part of being a human being. But what I also know is that if we can embrace those 20 seconds of courage to jump in and just try something out, life can be so amazing. And I'm talking about that really in general terms in life, to just say yes to more opportunities and say yes to more things. But obviously, I'm talking about that with this. If you are here and if you are listening to this video and if you've taken the time to poke around this group, you're already interested, right? You're kind of in. And what I want you to know is this is not a big deal. It is actually not that big of a deal to sign up as a stylist. You owe it to yourself to give it a try. Because me, back in summer of 2009, I didn't know that. I didn't have the wisdom and the confidence that I've really gained in the past 8 years as being a stylist. And I was so fearful and I was scared I would fail. And I was scared of lots of things. So I just sat and waited. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And when people would say, what do you do? I say, oh, I'm a mom, and I'm thinking about being a stylist, but I don't know. And I started talking to some of my close friends. For months, you guys, for months, I was talking to people about doing this. And long story short, I happened to be at a play date with a friend, an acquaintance at the time, and she was saying, hey, you know what? I need to do something to create a second stream of income for my family. She was recently had left her full-time job, but I need to do something. I think I want to sell jewelry, but I don't know what I want to sell. I can't find a good company. And I said to her, you should think about this Stella Dot thing. It seems really cool. And she said, I've never heard of Stella Dot. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, check it out. And I felt like Stella Dot was my thing. Now, remember, I wasn't a stylist. I hadn't signed up yet. But I thought about it so much. I was like, yeah, you should check it out. You should check it out. And so my friend went home and did check it out. And guess what? In 2 or 3 days, she signed up to be a stylist. And when she told me, you know what I thought? I thought, man, that was a missed opportunity for me. I should have done it first. I should have done it and told her about it, and she could have been joining me. So when she signed up, I realized this is not that big of a deal. Why am I sitting thinking about this, and why am I not just doing it? So I decided, you know what? She was an acquaintance at the time. I'm gonna do this with her. And that person is Heather Kraut, who is my upline and now one of my best friends through this business. But what that experience taught me is I sat on this for 9 months. And what I could have done in those 9 months probably would have been really big. This was like 8 years ago, really 9 years ago, the very beginning of this company, right? I could have gotten in at the very ground level. I let 9 months go by, 9 months of opportunity. And I don't regret anything because I think things happen, and circumstances play out, and, it all kind of falls together. And I'm very thankful that things happened the way they did, because I do think if Heather Kraut hadn't signed up, I would have never done it. And I can't imagine thinking of what I would have missed in the last 8 years of my life. I mean, I can't imagine what my life would look like without this. I would be a totally different person. My family would be totally different. Life would be so different. And I am so thankful that it took somebody else doing this for me to be like, all right, fine, I'm in. So I'm telling you this because, girl, I get it. We get it. Many of us have thought about this. And what people always come back to is, why didn't I do it sooner? It is not a big deal. Yes, if you were a stylist and you stalled and you regret stalling, let us know. Comment below. You are not alone. Girl, we get it. But just jump in. Just give it a try. The sign-up special this month makes this no risk. You sign up for $199. Who blows that on a trip to Target? Me. Not always, but sometimes. I've blown $199 on a trip to Target. Now, I'm not saying that that's pennies. That's a lot of money, but it's not a $5,000 investment, you guys. It's not opening a shop on Main Street, USA, where you need to pay the light bill and the rent every month. It's $199. You can put that on your credit card, and I guarantee that you will, with your help of your sponsor, have that money back in 30 days before you accrue interest, if you decide you want to do that. If you decide, I'm going to put this on a credit card and I'm going to pay it back in a month, you can do that so easily. $199, you get $450 a product. Once you launch in that first month, you're getting that $199 back, you guys. You're getting $250 in cash. It is so no-brainer. It is such a no-brainer. So don't let fear take over. And my question to you really is, why not? Don't be afraid to fail. Nothing good comes from holding back. Everything good comes jumping in. And what if you decide to jump in and it is not a fit? What if you jump in and it's like, you know what? I don't like this. This is not for me. I made a bad decision. Guess what? It's okay. You spend $199 to get $450 of free jewelry. And that's it. No one's going to be mad at you. No one's going to look at you as a failure. No one's going to say, now you have to bring your jewelry back. None of that. None of that will happen. You just went all in on yourself, and you actually succeeded because you decided to give it a try. There's a deficit of courage, a deficit of bravery in our society, especially as women. And if you are a mother or you have young kids watching you, you need to show them that sometimes you take a risk, and a lot of times it really works out, and every once in a while it doesn't. And that's okay too. You only fail by not taking the risk. So my last thing is, if it's not a good time right now, when is a good time going to be? It's actually never going to be a good time. If you are thinking, well, I'm just going to wait till life comes down, newsflash, life will not come down. Life, as we get older, which we are doing every single day, just gets busier. We just add more things on. I'm speaking from experience here. I just got a puppy 3 days ago. I've been thinking about getting this puppy for 2.5 years since we lost our last dog. And guess what? It is still not a good time for me to have a puppy. But I'm so glad we did it because I know that this is what I want, and we want to be a family with a dog. And if I kept waiting, it would just get harder and harder and harder. It's never a good time, but you just have to do it anyway, right? If you're waiting for the perfect time, it's now. It is right now. Don't lose 9 months like I did. Jump in and just go all in on yourself, and know that you have this community and this tribe of women that have your back, and we got you. We get it. You are not alone. You're not alone now in your fears. You're not alone later when you're a part of our community and you're like, now what? Because there is so much support and so much encouragement and sisterhood behind this business model that it's going to blow your mind. So jump in. Why not? Now is the right time. Even if you are moving, even if you're about to have a baby, even if, you're between jobs, now's the time, because there is no time like the present. So Thanks for listening. Catch the rest of these videos on the hour, every hour. Lots of really good ones coming to you. We are so excited. There are, how many days? 5 official days left in our sign-up special. It will not come around again, so don't let this opportunity pass you by. Jump in now. You will not regret it, and we will be here to welcome you with open arms. Bye, everybody.